I love some of these stories that we're finding as a result of people being in isolation. Hey, good morning, Linz. You know, we know that a lot of things are closed down, right? Museums are closed down, art galleries are closed down, but it doesn't mean they're not communicating.
That's true. Speaking of communicating, guys, I found something so weird. It's so weird that I threw everything else out the window, and I wanted to share this with you because it's not only weird, but it's nightmarish and super creepy. Okay, so here's what's going on Twitter. There is a battle. It's a curator battle between museums happening right now. And the call was put out by the Yorkshire Museum in England for others to share their creepiest object. You ready for this? Okay, and I want you to vote at the end of this to see which one you think is the creepiest, because it's kind of a toss-up. So let's start with the Yorkshire Museum, who kicked things off. This was their creepy object that they shared with everybody. It is, let me explain. This is a hair bun with pins still in place from the 3rd or 4th century from a Roman lady. That's hair, people. That's creepy. Guess what? The national.
Sorry, continue. Yes? Just continue. I've got too many questions, so just continue.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you'll have a lot of questions. Okay, how about the National Museum of Scotland answering the call with their creepy object? Let me introduce you to the mermaid. This is a Fiji mermaid. What the heck am I looking at? Let me explain. There was a taxidermy fad that I was unaware of. I didn't know I needed to know this, but so what the fad was, you took the monkey head and you put it on a fish body, and that's not the only one I can show you. They also posted another one. I want to show this one too. This is just, I'm sorry. Oh. Right? I could hear the crew in the background. This is terrifying.
What? This is
terrifying.
This was a thing?
This is in a museum? Is it a museum of garbage?
In the 19th century. No, this is garbage. I love that this was a fad. And other museums actually responded, if you want to take a deep dive into this, and showed their mermaids, the Fiji mermaids as they're called. How about the York Castle Museum? They hit back with 2 dioramas from the Victorian era. What am I looking at? They're made out of crab legs and claws.
Yeah, that's a nightmare.
So
that's
these guys,
funny. So they're playing cards.
These guys are playing cards.
It's actually kind of funny.
And one guy has a pipe.
And then that's right. Well, because when you play cards, you need the tobacco, right? Yeah. Gold miners, I think, was the first one we showed you, hauling gold nuggets. See how weird this was that I had to show you?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Okay, and the Norwich Castle, here's a creepy pin cushion that looks like peas in a pod, but then they're little baby or children's heads. What is this? Okay, last one I'll show you, because this is the Canadian. What is happening? That's the question I've been asking for about 6 weeks. What? PEI, Museum and Heritage Foundation, shared this toy. This is what they've been calling a cursed children's toy. Yeah, it's apparently a toy. They found this object inside the walls of a 155-year-old mansion.
Yeah, that's where
the museum staff, by the way, guys, say it moves on its own. They call it Wheelie. That's Wheelie. That's at the PEI Museum and Heritage Foundation. So I'm going to put a call out to our viewers right now. What creepy objects do you have in your house? I'm not sure you can get to this level, because for me, the top one is the Fiji mermaid with the head and the body thing.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about that. I'm not sure why we needed to look at that.
Why there's more than one in the world is also curious.
Oh, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
We have to remember, curators chose these, bought them, paid for them, put them in their museums.
Yeah.
These were choices by human beings to expose us to this.
Yeah. And it's important to point out the reason why I found this in the first place, because, when I was looking for stories on how we're all being impacted these days, we know that a lot of museums are going online to share their content, to give people the experience, because you can't get there in person. Now, I mean, this is one of the things that I didn't know that was in the walls of these places. So that's what really has opened up during these COVID-19 times. I'm really getting to see things that I never thought I was going to see in my lifetime.
So what you're recommending is that people take a sledgehammer and rip open their walls to see what's inside?
Absolutely.
Okay, there we go. Don't do that, Canada.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.